Hello, so my name is Stephanie, but my friends like to call me Simo, and I am a VIP Supernova. I'll try that again. Hello. So, hi everyone, my name is Stephanie, but my friends like to call me Simo, and I'm super excited because I get to be a Supernova VIP vlogger. So this video is just to kind of let you get to know me a little bit better, and so I'm going to talk about myself. So I am literally just back from the gym, and it was a tough one because I'm also literally just back from holiday, and the first one back from holiday is always really tough, but you need to just get it out there, you need to get it over with, get it done. I'm 24 years old, I work full-time as a production management assistant, and I love to run, I love to go to the gym and lift weights, and I also like to ice skate. I also have a puppy that I am obsessed with because she's the cutest puppy ever, and she sometimes comes running with me. It's a little bit of a long one, so we'll go right back to the beginning when I was in high school. Doing PE, I absolutely hated running. I had all the excuses that everybody has. I'm not a runner, I'm just not good at running, it hurts my knees. It's just, basically my attitude was it's not my thing, I'm not built to run. So that was always my excuse after excuse. I would spend all of cross country moaning about how much I hated running and how much I didn't want to do it. So that was my attitude all the way up until 2015 when I started living in Canada. I studied there for a semester and had a friend who was really good at running, and she was training for a marathon or a half marathon. And I just, something clicked. I just went, I want to start running. So for the 4 months that I was there, I would go to the gym like I always did. I always liked going to the gym. And then at the end of my workout, I would run for 20 minutes. And that was always my goal. I would just run for that solid 20 minutes. And in my head, it was like, it doesn't matter how slow I go, I'm just going to run. So that was fine. And then I eventually moved home after the 4 months living in Canada. And I decided I was going to challenge myself. I was like, I'm going to run a half marathon. And it was great. I would do my short runs every week, and then at the end of every 2 weeks I would extend the distance, and that was all going fantastic. But all the way through this, I had this undiagnosed foot pain, and that's when things took a little bit of a turn for the worse, because doctors were like, you can't run if you've got this foot pain, so you're just going to need to stop. But by this point, I'd trained up to 8 miles, so I was almost at the half marathon distance. I'd signed up for the half marathon and I had to pull out. I was devastated. I was really upset. It was just, I felt like all that hard work just went to nothing. But then, a year later, I'm trying to work it out in my head, yeah. So about a year later, after countless doctor's appointments, physio, I had to get special insoles for my shoes, the pain just wasn't going away, and eventually, after an MRI scan, we found out that I have arthritis. So that's not great, because arthritis, and if you're curious, it is osteoarthritis as opposed to rheumatoid arthritis. And arthritis is a chronic pain, so that basically means it's not going to go away. But the good thing is, we now know what it was. We know how to treat it, or we know basically running isn't going to hurt it. So basically the good news was I could start running again, but my doctor's advice was get some good shoes, take it easy, if it hurts, stop. But started running again, and I decided it might be a bit crazy to go for a half marathon, because that's a long distance, so I thought let's go for a 10k instead. So started training again. It was really tough because I had to start from the beginning, but it was amazing just to get back running again. It was so good. And since then I have ran 2 10Ks and 1 5K, which was the Supernova run last year. Me and my mum just decided to sign up on a total whim. We just thought it looked really fun, and it was amazing. There was just a really good atmosphere about it. Race atmosphere is kind of hard to describe, because I think if you said, oh, we're just going to go run in the dark in the cold, it's great fun, honestly, you'd think I'm mental, but trust me, when you go, you'll know what I'm talking about. yes, I have started training. My training schedule, or what I try and aim to do, is 3 short 20-minute runs a week, and I do them after the gym, and then I aim for 1 long run every week. And the length of that run depends on which month it was. So in January, my long runs were 4k, February 5k, you can see where this is going, March 6k, all the way up until I get to 10k. I stick with 10k up until October, and in October I jump down to 5k and I focus more on like my speed. So it's not the distance, it's just try and get that 5k faster, which means I'll be perfect for when the Supernova run comes in November. I'll have a couple of 5Ks and it'll hopefully be a wee bit faster. So that's the plan. We'll go with it. When I do races, I race under the name of Team Symington, and I made Team Symington after my dad passed away from osteosarcoma, which is a type of cancer, in July last year. And the 2 charities that I raise money for is the Ayrshire Hospice and the Beats and Cancer charity. They were 2 charities that were amazing in helping looking after my dad, so I just want to say thank you to them, and always just, even if it's just a little bit of money, I try and just raise something for them every year just as a thank you for looking after my dad. So just for like a final thought, if anybody is watching this thinking, I want to start running but I just can't do it, running is so much of like a mental thing. Just never compare yourself to someone else. Just always think, even if you're running as slow as physically possible, it's just 1 foot in front of the other, and just take your time. You're not competing against anyone else. It's all for fun, it's all for you. So just get out and start doing it. Even if you're running for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it's still helping, it's still getting you going, and eventually you'll be so surprised how quickly that 5-minute run turns into that 30-minute 5k run. And the sooner you start it, the sooner you'll get to that 5k, and just the kind of easier and easier it gets, because running's really difficult, so you just need to get up and start doing it. Okay, bye.